Hi everybody, I'm Jessie. Happy Batman Day! I'm so excited you guys can join me for this really fun project. I'm gonna show you how to do a really cool splatter painted Batman logo. So, to help celebrate this amazing Batman Day, we're gonna start off on our project by going ahead and painting a canvas solid black. Now, I went ahead and prepped mine last night so that it was 100% dry for this next part. You can use whatever canvas size you want. Next, you're gonna wanna print out your favorite Batman logo. I went ahead and printed out the 1989 Tim Burton Batman because that one is my favorite movie of all time out of all the entire Batman series. But you guys can pick out whichever Batman logo you connect with. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to cut out our contact paper. We're gonna cut it out in the shape of this oval and our Batman logo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my contact paper and I'm gonna cut out a piece roughly the same size as this piece of paper. As you can tell, the contact paper is not see-through. So you might be wondering, how are we gonna make this logo on this piece of paper go on this contact paper? So there's two ways you can do it. You can actually trace the logo on if you have something like a light table or a window that you can put everything up on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this, I'm gonna put it in the middle of my paper, and I'm going to actually tape a little bit of it down. All right, next I'm gonna take my paper, I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm going to try and get it so that it lays flat. And so what I'm doing is I'm just folding it, trying to get that curve that it naturally comes with when you're working on stuff that comes on a roll. Sometimes that helps. The flatter it is, the easier it's gonna be to cut. All right. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut on the outside of my oval. Okay, next, what I wanna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fold it gently in half and make a snip right here so that I can get my scissors in to cut on this side of the oval. All right, once you've cut it out, go ahead, take that contact paper oval, set it off to the side. All right, this next part is gonna get a little tricky. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a couple pieces of my blue painter's tape and I'm just gonna roll it up, place it on the back of my Batman logo, and then attach it to my rest of my contact paper. All right, that'll just hold the paper down to your contact paper a little bit better as you're cutting. Next, I'm going to cut around the black edge of my logo. All right, now comes the fun part. We need to get the logo onto our canvas. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the paper off because we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the contact paper onto our canvas. All right. So I'm gonna just peel that the paper off the sticky part. I'm gonna place this right in the middle of my canvas, just eyeballing it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna press down. Next, I'm gonna repeat the process with my oval. Okay, and you're gonna wanna try and get your Batman logo into the oval as evenly as possible. Now we're ready to start painting. So for this project, we're not going to use traditional paintbrushes. What we are going to do is we are going to actually splatter using toothbrushes. It's going to create a really cool effect. So going to go ahead and I'm going to put the 4 colors in my tray. I'm going to use 3 different colors of yellows and white. Okay, let's get to splattering. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pick one color. I'm gonna go ahead with this color right here. Dip my brush in, get it all nice and painty. I'm gonna use my second finger and I'm just gonna come to the outside of my oval and I'm just going to flick. Now, if you get some paint on the inside, that's fine. Don't freak out. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat that process for all my paints. I'm just sticking to the outside of my oval, but I'm gonna alternate the colors that I use. And keep doing that until you get the color pattern and the splatter that you like the best. All right, I think my splatter is looking pretty good. Now what I want to do is create a more solid color behind my Batman logo. So I'm just going to use some sponge brushes and I'm going to come in using my colors and I'm just going to kind of splotch it around. So I'm going to try and hold down this as much as possible, stay inside my oval, and I'm just going to kind of splotch it in areas. No rhyme or reason, just having some fun with it. And I'm gonna do this with all of my colors. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna create almost like a marbly effect where it blends together and creates a really cool color combination. All right, when you're all done painting, it's time for the big reveal, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna pick up that outer oval, pull up. Now it's time for the logo. How cool does that look, guys? Isn't that really awesome? Now, as you can tell, there's a few mistakes, and that's fine, because since I already painted my canvas black, and black will cover up anything because it's the darkest color you can get, I can actually come in after all my paint is dry and come in and touch up some of these spots if I choose to. Myself, I think it gives it a little bit of personality and makes it really unique. What's also really cool about this project is you can create this and tailor it to whatever Batman you are excited about. Maybe you want to do it in shades of purple to represent Batgirl and Barbara Gordon. Who knows? It's totally up to you guys. You guys get to create the story behind your piece. So until next time, guys, happy Batman Day. Bye.